Hi, welcome to another episode of Beyond Chronic Disease. My name's Wendy Cole and I'm your host. Today I wanted to talk about being kind to you for your well-being. So what does that mean? Well, it just means that, be kind to you. Okay, so I'll explain it a bit more. This year, my word is transformation. Transform, transforming, all mean the same. However you want to look at it, it all means changing the way you think, look, feel, dress, however transform, or whatever transform means to you. So this year I've already started putting into practice some things that I wanted to do for me, for my well-being, and to basically listen to my body. I'm all about knowing your body, listening to your body. And it's not all 100% perfect, because I don't believe in perfection. I don't know why there's such a word as perfect. And so being kind to you is all about that, being kind to you. I had this conversation with a couple of people, one just recently and one last year, I don't know, whenever. But I do say this to a lot of people, because we've all been born in different countries, from different parents. We live different ways, we eat different foods, our lifestyles are different, we have different jobs, we're different sexes, there's so many differences with humans, that you need to be kind to you. You need to do what works for you. And in saying that, I'm not talking about making excuses for the way that you are. Okay, so that's going to be my next podcast about blaming and responsibility. But what I'm talking about is, I'll give you some examples. Examples are the easiest ways for me to grasp things. So I'm going to share them with you. Now, I have decided not to drink alcohol this year because I don't know, it doesn't make me feel good. And I was just struggling last year with, I was, look, go back a couple of years. I wrote in my book, Whole Foods, The Facts, that different alcohol was affecting my body. So then I change and, I try that for a little while, then it would do this. And then I, have to keep changing, because I enjoy having a beer. I enjoy having a drink. And it was in that time that I noticed things were affecting me. So last year, the same thing, like the beer, I was changing from this beer to that one and this one, and I was just getting tired of it. And then with the lifestyle that I have, with the skin and the busyness and the greatness of our life, it was not doing me well, I guess. And I'm not talking about drinking copious amounts of alcohol, maybe 2 beers or 3 beers every I don't know, just a couple of nights a week even. But I decided, and it was getting to the end towards the end of the year, I was drinking less and less and less. And I've decided to challenge myself, and only myself, about not drinking alcohol this year. Now, in saying that, we're going to Japan soon, and Sapporo is the famous beer in Japan. I guess I know there's Asahi as well, but we're actually going to Sapporo. So will I drink one there? Probably. So being kind to myself is, if I decide to have an alcoholic beverage in Japan, that's just going to be that. It's going to be a beer to enjoy or not, depending on, I don't think I like Sapporo beer, but we'll see. And that's it. It's just drink it and be done with it. It's not like, oh my God, I haven't kept my word about not drinking alcohol this year. Oh my God, and then because the more and more that you do that, you watch your mental health decline. And that's what it's all about, your mental health and the way it impacts your body. Okay, so you might think that you've got excess weight because of what you've been eating. Well, that could be true, but also it could be because of the way that you're holding emotions in your body. Okay, I'm not going to say any more about that, but that's another factor. So for me, when I choose to do something and I don't follow it through 100% because I don't know, it's not me, I guess. It could be, but certain things sometimes, like I said, we're going to Japan, I might have a beer. So I'm very, very kind to myself because, well, let's face it, you just have to be. So if you do New Year's resolutions and you follow them through so far, kudos to you. I am so happy for you. Congratulations. I love the fact that you've done that. And if you need to do it, if you need to stop eating or drinking or thinking or doing whatever you have chosen to do to transform your life this year, if you need to do that 100%, because even the tiniest little bit of anything would upset you and make you and addict you to whatever that old habit was, well then you mustn't do it, I guess. But if you can get to the point where, like me, you can have a beer and then you won't want to keep drinking it because you don't need to, you don't have, it's not such an addiction that it will pull you back in, then be kind to you when you take on board something that you have said that you weren't going to do. Okay? But in saying that, don't make excuses for why you went back to that old eating habit or why you went back to this, because there's no excuses. It's just what you tell yourself. Okay? It's just the old comfort zone behavior creeping back in again. But in saying that, be kind to you. If at first you don't succeed, do it again. Do it again. And do little steps instead of if you're eating a chocolate bar every day, don't say, I'm not eating chocolate ever again. I mean, that's just setting yourself up to fail. Okay. And that is just plain stupid. If you're eating a chocolate bar a day, just don't eat chocolate on Friday or don't eat chocolate on Saturday, or, just choose a little step to do that. Like I've also upped my ante on eating whole foods this year, more so than anything, and probably also having a protein drink every day. And you know what? Some days I haven't, because I haven't felt like it, because I've been so full from eating my whole food meals that I've been creating that I just didn't want it. I'm drinking one now because I haven't had any food this morning, and I felt like that was a great thing to do while I was doing a podcast. So be kind to you. Thanks for listening. And I hope that whatever you do in 2024, that it's great and it transforms your life for the better. And just take tiny little steps, little ones, because that will be the only way that you will succeed in what you are doing. And if you take a step back, that's okay. Just try and keep going forward that little bit more. Okay. Hope this has helped. And if you like what you see, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever. It's all at the end of the podcast. And if not, well, bugger off. Okay. Bye.